I've redone this intro like 10 times because I keep finding something wrong with it, but I'm just gonna be straight up, you guys. I have the house to myself. I have peace and quiet at the moment, and I just wanted to film a quick little video. I don't care about the background or the fact that I don't have any makeup on. My hair looks a mess. I don't care. I'm making this video because this is the perfect time for me to make a little updated video. In this video, I'm giving you a quick little update, kind of sharing with you guys some new things on my mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of just venting in this video out a little bit, kind of sharing with you guys what's been going on, what I've been thinking as far as this book content. And I'm going to be showing you guys my updated reading journal, what it's looking like after January's wrap-ups and everything, as well as my February spreads. So if you're interested in book content, feel free to like this video. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe down below and keep on watching. Alright, so I'm hoping this video is not all over the place. To be honest, I just wanted to pick up the camera because I have not gotten any time to make any sort of videos recently. I shared with you guys in my last video that I had a test I needed to study for. I took my test February 11th, which I spent a week and a half studying for it, so I did not get to read. So I have not started any of my books on my February TBR, and that's okay. I'm just letting you guys know right now that in the future, I may not do TBRs because it is putting way too much pressure on me to want to read the books that I selected. Even though each of the books I did select, I really do want to read. But once I selected it as a TBR, I noticed it felt like homework, and I do not want reading to feel like homework. So in the future, you probably will just see a wrap up from me, like what I read that month. I have not gotten to read anything on my TBR. I have been barely getting back into reading this as of like 4 or 5 days ago. I just finished my second book, and I won't talk too much about them just because I want you guys to hear what I read in February at the end of the month. So just know that my TBR ain't gonna be read, maybe one book if that, but I have gotten back into reading. I'll probably be starting my third book for the month probably tonight. And so with that, I kind of want to share with you guys where I'm at. So if you have been following me for a while, you would know my content has typically been mom vlogs, teacher vlogs, and family vlogs. And so me making this transition for this new year has been very difficult. Becoming more of a book content video maker, it's not that easy. I feel like I don't really have the luxury of vlogging all day long of what I'm reading or going to bookstores and doing all the fun book stuff that I would love to do. I don't have that flexibility in my life right now, and so me trying to make book content is very hard, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to give this book content 6 months, and what I mean by 6 months, I'm not looking for any sort of gain from this. Honestly, I'm just looking for if I can be creative with this. And so if I can be creative within 6 months, I will continue my book content for the entire year. But if by the summertime, if I'm feeling like I've been forcing videos out and it's very hard for me to come up with book ideas or book content, come the summertime, I might just switch it back up. Honestly, I don't know. There's nothing being held against me to do anything. I don't get paid for YouTube. Obviously, I only have like 200 and something subscribers. So I do this for the joy of myself and to look back and reflect on things that I've been able to accomplish. So if I feel like in 6 months I have not made progress as far as my creativity, or if it's pushing me away from making videos, then I won't. But I just wanted to share this and be transparent so you guys are aware that you guys can see if I'm able to produce the videos that I would like, then I will. And if you guys notice a dip in my video uploads, most likely the book content ain't working for me. So here I am, just being really vulnerable and letting you guys know where I'm at, what I'm thinking, and kind of how I want to process moving forward, the type of videos I want to make. I think it's kind of boring if I just make like TBR videos and wrap up videos, because then where are you in the midst of the reading? And so I'm going to continue to brainstorm and see if I can come up with some creative ways to implement my YouTube channel and my book content together, because I think it will be fun. And I see, like, that's my favorite content, but it's a little bit difficult when you have to produce that. So enough of that. That's kind of just my thoughts on where I'm currently at with my channel. As far as my real life, I'm more than halfway through with the school year. If you didn't know, I'm a 5th grade teacher, and so we're coming up on like the wrap up of the season, the wrap up of the school year, and so it's getting like mid-ish. I have still lessons to teach prior to getting started with state testing, and so and then also I'm a cheer coach, so we're currently in the 2nd quarter of the cheer season, and so it's been fun to be very creative with that and kind of have my own outlet when it comes to cheer. And so cheer has been going well, work has been going pretty decent. The reason I say decent is because come the end of the year, teachers deal with a lot of behavioral issues, and that's a whole nother situation. As far as my personal life, things have been going good. I get to spend time with my kids on the weekends. I have a week coming up in March that I'll be taking off from work, which I'm really excited for because I get to just relax and hang out with my kids. I do have another test to study for, but I'm not going to wait last minute like I did with this test. Hopefully I start studying honestly within the next week. But I've given myself some time off from focusing on studying to read because I have been bummed out. I feel like when I am reading or when I'm in a book, I have something to look forward to for myself. And when I don't have that, it's kind of like just stressed. Like all the things that stress you out are just the only things you're focusing on, and I don't have any outlet. So that's pretty much it with my update. I just wanted to share with you guys honestly how I've been doing and what I've been up to, and how my content might not be as consistent these days just because it is a struggle to enter a new area of content with not having that much experience in reading. And so I want to still document it and I want to still be creative, but I'm still learning. So give me that time to learn. If you're interested in book content or any of the content that I talk about, feel free to subscribe. I have been working on this channel since 2018, and I find it so fun to continue to make videos, whether I am growing or not. I don't want make videos to be anyone big. I don't really care about the subscribers, but it's been kind of something I always just say because obviously I want people to see my videos. I want people to enjoy my videos, but subscribers is kind of just like a reinsurance thing, like, oh yeah, people do enjoy your content. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my journal from January and show you guys kind of how what I filled in and how I did. I'll walk you guys through it, and then I'll show you my February spreads, and honestly that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this little flip through. Subscribe once again if you're not already. Like this video and just let me know what your thoughts are. Do you guys like the book content? Do you guys care? Are you guys subscribed? Do you not care? I don't know. Just let me know what you think. So let's get into it. I'm not going to make this fancy at all. I'm just sharing with you guys my journal. This is the journal I got from Hobby Lobby. If you did not see my shopping video, go ahead and watch it. If you haven't seen my flip through as well, go ahead and watch it. But I'm just going to share with you guys quickly, kind of this is what it's looking like. So here I have read so far 5 books from my TBR cart, which is things like I really would like to read by the end of this year. And then here I have filled in my 9 books, how I read them, physical or audio. And then here I'm going to probably wait, I don't know, maybe halfway through the year and print out all these. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I should honestly be printing out the covers of each book by the end of the month, but I don't know, I haven't done that, so maybe I'll catch myself up. But honestly, pictures of the covers are supposed to go here, each book I read throughout the year, and so we'll see if I ever update that. These are just my past reads, all the books I read. And then here's my library. Originally I had kind of like similar, like up here, I don't know if you could see the whiteout. I kind of had it labeled like physical, if I read it from the library or how I read it. But then I realized like that's kind of boring and I want this to just look cute. So this is honestly just going to be a book where I shelf a page where I shelf all the books I've read. I'm not labeling them any type of way, just making this look cute. Here is the book, my series tracker. So far I think I've only read like 2 books from here, from the Caraval series. I think I just got to add that last month. And then here is my overview. So last month I read 7 books. This is the number of pages. These are the 5 stars I gave it. These are the physical copies, and those are the audio books. And the The thing that's a little tricky with me is that depending on the book, 'cause some of the books I have physically, I will do hybrid reading, which is where I am listening to a book while reading along with it. And then sometimes I do, I think it's called immersive reading, where I might be confusing them. I can leave the definitions up on the screen, but I think immersive reading is where I'm reading a physical book and an audiobook separately. I can be wrong, but basically sometimes there's books that I physically have that I will listen to on depending on what I'm doing. Like one of the books that I just read this week, I was reading it on my Kindle, but then I was also listening to it when I wasn't with my Kindle or if I was out doing something else. And so there's names for it, but like I said, I'm kind of new to the book content, so I'm not sure what's the difference between the hybrid. I think it's called hybrid and immersive. But anyways, some of these books I do read physically. Sometimes I'm reading most of it physically, some of it audio, some of my audiobooks I'm reading on my Kindle. It just depends. So honestly, I don't keep track like exactly how many books I'm reading physically versus audio. I just kind of read. But I do have dull moments where I feel like I need to read a book, and so I'll just pick something up, or sometimes I'm just picking up an audiobook from Libby and just listening to it because I don't have anything to physically read on my way to work. So just had to throw that rant in there. Okay, back to our flip through. So here are my top 25 books. This will be filled in at the end of the year just based on this. So I kind of will select my top reads of each month and add that to my top 25. This is how I'm going to pick my best book though. All right. Here I have been tracking which days I read. So as you can see here in January, I read a ton, even overlapped some of my books. And then here in January, I'm barely finishing. I just finished my second book today. I didn't read for like a whole week and a half, which sucked, but that's where I track how often I'm reading. Here I'm tracking the number of books I'm reading once again, but in a very cute monthly yearly layout. And then this is where I'm just tracking the genre just to get an idea of what am I reading most. Here's the first book I've DNF'd. I thought I would like it. I think I could give it another try, but honestly I wasn't feeling it when I selected it, and so I did not finish it. Okay, here's my actual January stuff. This is stuff you guys already know because I kind of already gave you guys a wrap up. Once again, I am waiting to see what I'm gonna do with my images here. I need to print things off and add them in, but this is just where I write down the total books, the total pages, and the majority of my genre for that month. And then I also included synopses that I eventually will go over with my marker. But for now, I just kept everything with pencil. I got these little stickers off of Amazon to where I can highlight my ratings, but I think I need better markers for that. And then here's my February spread. I thought this was cute. This was created before I realized I don't want to do TBRs, so this might be the last TBR page that I create. But on here I just kind of I just wrote down the names of the books that I have on my TBR that I wanted to read, even though I may not get to them. And then here's my February wrap up and my synopsis. So I will probably just be kind of similar to this page, adding the books that I read, the number of books, the number of pages, and then my synopsis as I read. Okay, so that's pretty much it as far as my reading journal. This was also fun. I remember a couple weeks ago spending the time just kind of decorating this page and getting creative. This was enjoyable. I got to do this while I was at my in-laws' house. Just kind of sat down and doodled a little bit, and I thought that was fun. Once again, the goal for me in anything I do hobby related is to keep it as a hobby, keep it fun, keep it light and less stressful, because once pressure gets on anything I do, I back out. I'm like, okay, I can't do it, don't want to do it, not interested. And so by making it super lighthearted, fun, creative, it makes me interested in wanting to do it. So that is what I mean by wanting to keep things up, because if I put too much pressure on this journal, my journal will eventually flop and I won't continue it, because that's what I did with my bullet journals in the past. That's kind of how I felt with not really with my scrapbook. With my scrapbook, I kind of fell off just because having the time to print the pictures and keep everything updated was kind of hard. But yeah, this is it. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate those of you guys that click on my video every single time you see an upload and watch the whole video, thumbs up my video, or just kind of comment your thoughts. So thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys hopefully soon in my next video. Bye.